You got a new computer? Nice.
Yeah, I got a Mac Mini. Yeah, it took my.
it's appropriate. It even like came with his name on it. Fun size.
Do they call it the TJ?
They do. And that can be the intro to the video. Thank you so much. Welcome to another episode of Power of Bourbon. Tonight
Speaking of which, did you pass on a Blanton's recently at MSRP?
I did. I went to a liquor store, actually liquor barn right down the road.
Yeah.
They had store picks of Blanton's. So not only was it not a normal Blanton,
they had a store pick.
So in the comments below, give TJ your constructive criticism on him passing.
I bet it's going to be
at MSRP.
That's going to be half and half. I mean, I think there's a strong community out there that would say that's a tater bottle and not worth even MSRP.
Yeah.
But there's better bourbon at $80.
I mean, to be fair, if you look right back there, there's a Blanton's. There's a Canadian Blanton's, and I have a backup Blanton's over there. So I am good on Blanton's for a while.
I feel like
pick? Wait,
you
calling
that one's
Canadian Blanton's the Caribou Crossing?
Yes, it's Sazerac, but Canadian, so it's the Canadian.
No, just give me real Blanton's.
Okay.
All day long.
But the point is, I have plenty of Blanton's. I was trying to share in hopes that somebody might have shown up and just got one that had not had one. So I didn't feel the need to hoard excessive amounts of the same type of bottle, especially of a okay bottle, not a home run bottle. If it was a Weller 107 or a Discovery 4, we'd be having a different conversation.
Some people are going to take those as fighting words, and I'm excited to see what they say.
Bring it. Leave a comment. The good news is, though, Chuck was in charge of this blind flight, so we know, one, it's going to be bourbon. Two, it's not going to be a rye saying it's a bourbon. And three, because, Ed, your challenge is over, it's probably going to be MGP or Dickel. We have no idea what it is yet. He will let us know here in a bit, but we're going to blind flight these three, see which one we like the most. He's going to let us know what they are. And then down the road, we will do individual reviews on these also. So then you can get like a true information about each one. So we all have them in the same order. And so, yeah, let's see what we think.
You know, and Charlie seemed a little giddy a minute ago, like a little kid. You know, they just found a quarter. And I feel like there's going to be a surprise in here. He just has he kind of has that Charlie smirk of like he's got something up his sleeve. Not sure what it is. Not sure if it's good, but it's there.
Well, the first one's Dickel. Just to let you know.
What gave it away? The nose, the palate, or the finish?
The nose. There was a hint of Dickel in the nose, and then when you take a sip, it just hits you.
It's palate light. Is I get
all over it.
A light acidity.
Brian's got it on the palate.
On the palate.
Oh my gosh!
It's like, boom.
Congratulations, you guys' palates are finely tuned machines.
I appreciate your ability to teach me how to learn Dickel notes.
You're welcome. You know, repetition is everything. You're a teacher, you know this. You're getting like this light acidity, almost like a coffee note on the nose on the first one.
I am enjoying this quite a bit. So, and what is it? Does it take 1,000 hours to become like an expert or master at something, or 10,000 hours?
10,000.
So we need like 10,000 hours of drinking Dickel, and then we can be Dickel masters.
I'm well on my way.
You guys can have 10,000 hours of Dickel. So the nose on the first one's the best so far.
So far, yes. Because did you smell all of them? Or are you saying?
I'm on the third one. I'm moving along. Yep.
TJ is trying to get his 10,000 hours in on fast forward.
Mm-hmm. Well, actually, when you're the size of half a normal human being, you only need 5,000 hours.
Ah, good point.
I don't think that's the way it works.
Oh, it is. Trust me.
Sounds like you need 20,000 hours.
No, it's like a cup. It fills me up quicker than like a tall person.
I almost feel like on number 2, I'm getting a hint of chocolate on that nose.
I can see that.
Yeah, number 2 is just more subtle.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
I have a hard time picking up many notes on the nose.
I'm liking number 2 quite a bit. Don't know what it is, but I'm excited to find out.
Number 3 is orangey.
Definitely on the palate.
Mm-hmm.
Like back into that palate, you get a lot of citrus. It's like
maybe a
creamy citrus
finish.
too.
Is it a finished? No?
Might be in the
No
future
Curacao
though.
finish?
Might be a Parker's Heritage Curacao finished at some point on this channel.
Maybe.
So this could be a Bardstown. Actually, Bardstown does Dickel stuff. They could all be Bardstown, but they're not. We got
Wow, 3 very different, I feel like, palate profiles between the 3 of these. Very interesting. All very enjoyable, but very different.
Yeah, and all very good. You'd be okay with any of these.
These are, and I feel like the ranking on these is really going to be highly dependent on personal preference, simply because of the variety.
Yeah, the first one, I get a ton of acidity on the finish. Like it starts to creep in at the mid to back of the palate, and then it just almost gives you like an acidic sour note towards the end. So last place for me is 64.
So that's our first class.
Yeah, first class for me.
Yep. Interesting. Okay. Brian?
Very hard here. I actually went 65.
I went 65. Lack of nose. There's nothing offensive about it, but
no, not at all. On 65, I feel like agree. The nose is lacking. I do feel like I get that hint of cocoa that's enjoyable on it. I feel like the palate is just a little bit short. The finish I like. It's a good, strong finish. Warms you up a little bit. That was kind of the highlight for me, but I'll leave more details, I guess, for the review.
Yep. So number 2, TJ?
For me was 65. So I thought it had a slightly better finish than the 64 did. So that's why I bumped it up just over that one.
Okay. Yeah, I went. Yeah, I was going to say I 64. So I had our first class here was number 2.
Mine was the same, 64.
Which means we all agree 66 is number 1.
Wow.
Yeah.
Unanimous.
Wow. All right. I'm excited to see what these are. Because once
you're
talking about 3 very different bourbons, and we all, even despite that, and we have different taste profiles that we prefer, yet we all chose the same one.
3 very different bourbons that are all very similar.
They're like barrel products.
So our winner was batch 28.
Okay.
These are in order. So actually it's batch 26, 27, and 28.
Oh, okay.
So actually all of them have a little bit of Tennessee in it. Definitely you get more on the batch 26 and 28. But all of them are Kentucky, Tennessee, and Indiana. So this feels good. The first video back after doing my middle shelf challenge, like I got to fulfill my MGP and my Dickel and my Barrell all in one flight. Yes.
There you go, Ed. Please, please still be a Patreon.
Ed's trying to not take it personal.
He said he would be after the middle shelf. So he's like, we got him locked in.
Yep.
Yeah. You had to meet your quotas there, Charlie. Just had to get all of it back fast. No, but this is great.
Batch 28
products and 28.
And the good news is also I just picked up batch 29 for Chuck, so he's got that sitting on the shelf over here. And yeah, so it's really cool because there is now becoming a trend, and if you're not paying attention to the bourbon world, you wouldn't know it, but it's becoming popular, which is blending, and done by the right people. Blended bourbon can be very, very good. Barrell is one of those groups that does a very, very good job of blending. And the cool thing about it is, as we just showed, These are 3 different bourbons from the same group of people that taste completely different, but they're all good.
Yeah, and that's the thing on blending. It's like blending isn't uncommon. I mean, all the big distilleries do it. They're just doing it with their own stuff. And so a lot of times they'll, especially if it's age stated or if it's not age stated, like they're still blending a variety of aged barrels most of the time. And so Barrell's doing that, but they get to source from these different flavor profiles, from MGP to Barton to Dickel and Tennessee. And so they get to create these unique, both with, they have obviously lots of variables. So you have age as well as distillery then, as a component.
And if you think, you know, it's way easier to just buy other people's stuff and blend it and get a good product, then you know what? If you have a bourbon collection, grab a couple of your favorite bourbons and try it yourself, and you will suddenly see how hard it is really, really quick, because you can take 3 exceptional bourbons and you're going to jack it up. So it does take very talented people to do this. And maybe it's not your flavor profile, but the thing is, out of 29 batches of Barrell, I guarantee you're going to find at least one batch you enjoy.
So it's not just like making jungle juice at a college party where you're just throwing everything in
Same
there.
thing.
I think that's level 1 blender. That's where you start, and then you slowly go up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm with you.
So Brian's at level 1.
Yes, pretty much.
0.5, sir. 0.5.
0.5. Okay. Well, once again, thanks for watching. Please hit the like, hit the subscribe button, leave us a comment, maybe check out our Patreon page. Once again, you know, we really enjoy, and we couldn't be doing this without you guys. So thanks for watching.
And eat.
Barrell Bourbon.